up, Ghost Goals and Gremlins? My name is Haley.
And my name is Erica.
And this is the Nightly Brew. You can follow our podcast on Buzzsprout, Sounder, or our YouTube channel. We upload every Monday, or we go live on Facebook Saturday nights.
Can you stop? Can you stop?
Welcome to the Nightly Brew. We have a very special day today. Our first guest interview. Introducing Lil Cuzo. Oh,
Don't fall.
what's up, y'all?
You were very loud.
Just go ahead.
What do you do? What do you do?
I am an artist with Highly Exclusive, which is a group that I created with one of my friends who passed away, actually. Rest in peace, Lil P.
So you sing, rapper?
I sing, I rap, a little bit of anything, everything. I dabble, create, whatever. Anything musically, I'm down.
Open that so we have some air coming
Yeah.
through. Just a little bit.
So it's highly exclusive, like your brand, your...
Yeah, it's a brand I'm trying to create and have been creating over the process of the last few years. And like I said, I started it with a buddy of mine who actually committed suicide a couple years ago, and that's been heavy. But yeah, I've been trying to keep that pushing and going, for sure.
Is it just you that's part of it, or is there...
I mean, yes and no. A lot of people claim highly exclusive or under highly exclusive. It's basically a lifestyle that I've created, or we've created, like a group of my friends, and I created that with Little P, and just trying to keep it going. I've been doing that over the course of the last 10 years, really.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah. No one was out at the time like us. We were different. I feel like our stuff is still very different. I mean, there's not too many people with his sound or my sound, and then we come together. It just creates, like, the brand, Highly Exclusive. It's it's unique to itself, so we've just been trying to keep that going.
I haven't heard anything like the music that you guys make. It's definitely different from, like, even today.
Yeah.
Or back then.
Yeah, definitely. And, I mean, that's not really on purpose. It just kind of happens, like, ideas. He would come up with an idea, I would come up with an idea, and then it would just... the ball would roll, and then it'd be like, this is what we've created. Sometimes we create monsters. Literally, because we have a song called Monster.
Your grandma is saying that she can barely hear us, but I just tested it. Our sound's working, so it might be on her end. And then your mom commented that music is her life.
It definitely is, and my mom is a big part of my music life and the things that I listen to now. Like, she had me listen to a lot of rock music and stuff like that, so like that's a big influence on why my vocals are so heavy or I'll yell in certain things. Like, that's the rock side coming out of me. And then, like, I'm just all over the place. Like, I listen to pop music, country music, rap music, you name it. So it kind of just, I'm all over the place with what I do. If my vocals will fit on what someone comes to me with, or a track or a beat, then I'm like, let's run it.
Make it work.
Not picky.
I'll see what I can come up with. It's pretty much how it goes.
So how do you come up with, like, your lyrics, though? Like, do you guys just, like, oh, let's rap about fire hydrants or something, and then you're, like, line by line going through it?
Well, sometimes it would just be an idea, like kind of like Super Duper Altitude, one of my more popular songs, probably, like, the first song we really ever did as a group, and that kind of got us out here. That was literally me just coming up with that phrase, Super Duper Altitude, and then Pete was like, that's so dope, I want to be on it, of course. So then it was like, okay, and then I wrote, like, I would just listen to the beat, and I'd listen, and I'd come up with a hook, and then from there it would just be, like, based off what the hook was kind of about, you just kind of, like, write verses off of it, and line by line, eventually you build enough lines to build a verse, and there you've created a song.
Speaking of shows, how crazy is that?
Pretty crazy. I've never expected to, like, be on stage, and I'm not a very big artist by any means, like, so my shows aren't very big, but they have been, you know, decent, but to see people, like, singing my lyrics back to me, just on that small scale, is, like, it like hits you like, whoa, like people know my stuff. Like this is so
Do
weird.
people see you like out on the street?
And
Like,
that
super
too,
duper.
I'll have people yell at me like, Cuzo, from across the parking lot. And I'm like, who is that? And then they're like, oh my god, smoking buddy. And I'm just like, whoa, like this is crazy.
Like, wow, damn.
Yeah, I'm like, I know I haven't made it by any means, but I'm like, stuff like that is just, it blows my mind. Like, wow, like people actually are listening or like paying attention. I kind of just was doing this for me as like therapy, like to get my emotions out, anger, sadness, like whatever I was going through at the time.
Your grandma said she's still waiting for the song you wrote.
Yeah, I'm waiting for something new, because Monster's my favorite song, but I like the music video to Smokin' Buddy. Like, those are my top.
I want to get more into doing videos again, I really do. It's mostly costs, and I'm getting there, so I had to take a step back and was traveling and kind of getting myself back in the right headspace. I lost my brother, my only brother. I lost a best friend to suicide, all within a 5-year span. I went through a terrible breakup with someone I was with for 5 years. And it seemed like grief on top of grief on top of grief was stacking on me. And as much as I wanted to keep pushing myself, and I did for a long time, like, I let it all build up, and I was doing show after show after show after show. And I was, like, keeping my mind right, keeping my mind off of it, working on music, staying up late, working on music, going to the studio. And then I kind of burned myself out and was like, yo, like, I need a vacation. I need a couple of vacations.
Like,
I need to like step back from work and music and a lot of other stuff and just get my mind
get yourself
in a way better.
Right.
Treat myself and make myself feel better.
Really?
What is the video that we've been posting? Because you set up all the ad for it. So what's the video for?
The video's Monster. Like I said,
is it? Because I listened to like the clip that you put on there, but I didn't know like what it was.
Yeah, where did you shoot that?
That was one of our biggest collaborations we did. We did with Showtime, aka Donnie Maserati, which is a big artist in Cincinnati. And he's locally known. A lot of people know him. If you do music or know Cincinnati music, a lot of people know him. So we got him on that track. And we actually, which was big for us, because I was just starting and I was like, what? He wants to do a song. He wants to do a song with us? Like, oh, cool. But yeah, we shot that. I was working at a dry cleaners, and there was a boiler room. And the funny story is, we shot a lot of that in the boiler room to make it look scary in the dark and stuff in there.
Is that the cage part?
The cage was shot in a stripper cage that in a club. That if you look closely, you can see the pole in the cage that we're in, because it was shot. We knew someone who owned a club, Club Stilettos, across from my old job, and we were really good with the owners and stuff, and they were like, yeah, when the club is closed or whatever, you guys could come in, and shoot. So we're in there with a fog machine, stripper cage. We're, at the dry cleaners, and somehow Cam from Bang Out Films, he made that into something that looks nothing like.
Yeah, you would not be able to tell where it was.
It came out like way better than we thought, so that was our start to kind of be on the music video.
But yeah, that video was Monster. Like I said, my favorite song. But I liked Smokin' Buddy just because like it seemed like everyone was like hyped, like it was party.
That video is definitely very fun to shoot. We actually rented out a film studio. I didn't even know Cincinnati had a film studio that you could rent out. No. But our videographer rented a film studio for us, and we shot a lot of it there, and then just other various random locations, and actually hired models for that. Like we went big with that one. I think we spent like $2,000 to $3,000 on that video, but it was shot with a movie theater camera and like 4K, and it was big for us. Like
we go. Let's go. Call Blair. Yes, we're allowed to do haunted houses. They're not doing like enclosed spaces is all they're on it. Their outside houses are open, but the inside one is not.
Like
I heard they were throwing a whole EDM rave thing at the Land of Illusion.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. I remember.
But it's like like you gotta pay like they're limiting the amount of people. You gotta pay it for a ticket. Like they're keeping up with guidelines.
Passing out masks that glow. And all
yeah,
that's cool.
It's like
we got some people.
I'm hyping it up.
She said, "Okay, so you got a couple people that says hello to you. I think their name I can't see. Alicia Collier, Robert Streets says highly
Shout
exclusive.
out Streets Certified. Yeah, Streets has been a big part of my life. After Little P died, me and him had been friends before this, we've been friends for years, but after Lil P died, he reached out like, yo, I know you're going through it. I'm just trying to be there for you, be a friend. And we started recording together because that literally helped me get through a lot. And I'm so thankful for that. Like, he don't even understand, like, how grateful I am for that. Like, he picked me up and kind of was my, like, P pushed me and Streets kind of stepped in after that and started to be that person that kind of pushed me to it. So it's almost like
He kind of took
God knew that I needed someone like P to kind of be that person behind me and, you know, motivate me and push me along to keep with the music. And
some people need that.
This whole time, yeah, that he's been that one.
The music, but I did not.
You don't do that?
No. Like,
I don't know.
That wasn't
weird, sorry.
You all are a whole different breed. And you talk about me and my family.
Have you ever done anything musically, like, inclined?
No.
Inclined? Said it like that.
We went to Cincinnati public schools. We didn't have.
I went to Cincinnati public schools too. I actually went to Aiken.
No, I went to Chase, and when I was in elementary school, the girls had to play on the roof for recess, and the boys were in like the actual playground.
You could trust the boys on the roof.
No, we were on the roof, dude. Like, and they had a big fence around us, and it was just that's how it was. It was just too dangerous to put the boys and girls together, I guess. It was.
That's odd.
You were in prison.
Robert said, "Tell them about our close call." Ooh. Coming back from the show in the crazy ass city roads.
Okay. So one night we're leaving a show, and first there was an accident outside of the show.
Well, I don't.
So this girl was like running to the scene of the accident, like trying to save these people. I'm like, no, we're trying to leave and go home and finish off this party.
Like, we don't care if y'all die.
We care, but we got somewhere to be.
Like, you can't get in the middle of stuff.
That wasn't to be mean. So finally we get to where we're going. My friend had not cleaned her windshield in God knows how long in the winter. So I'm looking at a windshield like with I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Like a film and the dirt and the snow.
So I'm ready to stick my head up and go, this is how bad it is. So we're flying down this road. I'm trying to get on 75 to get to Street's house. And it splits like in Kentucky. So I know the split.
I fucking hate that split.
I know the split is coming, but I'm like, hold on, I can't really see.
I don't know exactly where it's at.
I'm driving my friend's car, mind you. So I'm like, okay. So all of a sudden we're getting to it, and I'm like, oh shit, there it is. So I punch it, and I go. Well, we hit the median thing, you know, and ramp it. So he's like, he's like, oh baby, like so loud, and I'm like, okay. So we're up in the air, we land, and I'm like, whoo, and I floor it, and I go, and I'm like. He's like, man, oh my god, it was like we were in a movie. Like, you can drive so good, I can't believe you just did that.
All I could think about if that was me is, oh my god, my axle just fucking snapped.
So luckily, yeah, nothing broke, so we're like, okay, we're good, we're on the highway, we're
trying to keep going.
We're going to your house. So we get there, we get out, I get out of the car, and I look, and I'm like, was that always like that, Alicia? The girl that's actually on here, she's like, what do you mean? She comes up, she's like, no, the hubcap's missing. I guess I kind of flew off on that bump.
I mean, at least it was just a hubcap.
I still owe you a hubcap. I haven't forgotten. I swear.
How did you get away with that though? Because I hit a median in cold rain and I lost like the whole front of my
Your
car.
whole I think car was like this low to the ground.
I barely had like clipped the edge of it. Like
Pamela said, "Let's see the vest." So stand up and model your vest.
Yeah, she actually had someone get this made for me, and it's pretty dope. It's my highly exclusive. The BC4E stands for Brook City Forever. Brook City Forever is Brook City Entertainment. Little P had started, and that was the label, independent label that he wanted me to be on with him. So to keep that going, like I have this, and I have it tatted on my arm right here. So it follows me. He follows me wherever I go.
So speaking of which, merch. So whenever you pop your merch out, you know, go big with it. But we are coming out, the Nightly Brew, our own merch line. It's on Rage On. We've came up with our own design that you haven't seen on our page, our Instagram. It's completely brand new. made by us. You can buy shirts. There's gonna be
Pillows, blankets, phone cases, socks, pants, shorts.
We're working on different designs right now. There's one right now that you can buy, but we have that right now. So once this is over, we'll drop a link on here so that you can go and check it out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like there's shower curtains and everything, but this brand that we're doing it with, we get 100% commission. Like, and so when we do that, if we do get merch selling, we're gonna put more of the money back into like the studio.
So everything will get better here.
So everyone follow their podcast.
So what like music conspiracies are you like big on right now?
Lately, not so much. But just like a lot of the deaths that have happened in the music industry, like how they have the whole like 27 Club, a lot of artists have died at the age of 27. Even
yeah,
like,
you don't
Hollywood
have a white
people.
lighter, right?
Actually, I'm one of the people like, I don't care. I will carry a white lighter. I'll be like, shut up. I will light it in front of you.
Yeah, no.
But I don't know. Like it's great. Like the whole Michael Jackson, the Whitney Houston, like so much stuff. Like it's great. Like it's crazy. You wonder if. And a lot of those artists, like even Prince, they were like speaking out against the stuff that was going on in the music industry, and then like all of a sudden they die.
And it's usually like a doctor's involved somehow.
Yeah, it's like it just a lot of stuff doesn't add up. But with Hollywood, I think you literally are selling your soul. Like they're not giving you that money to just give you that money. Like there's a price with that.
Alex said about NF, he has depressing stuff, but it's great if you're in the mood.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I listen to like very hard metal if I'm very depressed. Like I want
my playlist will literally go like all over the place. You won't know what's going on with me. You're like, are you bipolar? Are you okay?
Don't look at my
YouTube. Are you nice? I don't know.
I could go from like Soundgarden to like Melanie Martinez.
Yeah,
that's why you're not allowed to have the aux cord in my car.
I know. Nobody ever wants me to play music because they'll be like, oh yeah, and then I'll play the next song. They're like, the fuck is this?
I'm like, stick to the shit that I
want.
want.
Like The Weeknd to Pantera, and they're like, are you alright? This is me.
Yeah. This is just what I listen to.
Yeah, I'm all over the place.
Like
I might be emo tomorrow, and I might be country the next day.
You don't know.
I don't
you
know.
don't know.
I don't know what mood I'm in.
Right. It all depends on how I wake up.
Yeah.
What I'm feeling.
Exactly.
You gotta find who I am if you're in my car. Oh, you're gonna find out who I am if you're in my car.
Right. I'm always afraid to put my playlist on because I'm like, what?
Oh no, I don't care. It's my car. Like I'm paying to play when I want to play.
I have my playlist and then I have like what I play around other people.
Hey, that's me. That is so me. Because I'm like, I don't know if you're ready for the full.
I'm hip and cool. Yeah, the weekend. And then like I'm sobbing in the car.
And then I'm on my way home listening to Fleetwood Mac. And they're like, you listen to Fleetwood Mac? Yeah, all the time.
Like, yes, this is my soul right here. You all just don't know it.
Jamming out to Ironic, and then somebody pulls up behind you. Like, oh, switch it.
Turn that down. I'm about to I have subs too, so like I'm like beating, and I'm like, no, I don't know if I should beat that around here.
That's like, especially if somebody pulls up and like they see you and they look at you and then they listen to the song and they're like, that doesn't match.
That doesn't even match up.
No.
I think the funniest stories though with him was one time we went to the circus because my stepdad was a clown. He dressed up as a clown and would do the circus stuff, and my brother decided he was going to drink that night at the circus. Well, I don't think he realized he was going to be the designated driver for my stepdad after the circus, and he drank all this vodka that was in the clown room that they had, and all of a sudden my son was like, yeah, it's time to go home, you're driving. And my brother was like, I'm wasted, and I'm like 18.
I cannot drive, I don't know what to do.
And I'm like, well, don't look at me, I don't know anything. I'm just here for the show.
I want to see this all unravel.
Yeah.
Wait, I came for the show, but not the circus.
I came for the show, not the circus, not the extra stuff. I don't know anything. And then you got Chase, like, stealing my stepdad's cigarettes, like, in the cigarette console. I'm like, he's drunk, and I'm like,
why did they think Dad was stupid? Like,
and then
why do you think your father is
I know, I'm finding out stuff now. It's like, yeah, I've been done now. Like, oh.
They're so stupid. We're on the highway, and they're, like, chucking everything that's in the backseat of the car, like, out of out onto the highway, and I'm like, yo, what are you guys doing?
Why did you not stop?
I'm not doing it. I'm just chilling. I'm here for the ride. Whatever. Do what you guys gotta do. But
I'm gonna have every seatbelt on me.
Right.
Like my hands are tagged down, so when we get pulled over, I know nothing, sir. Like
Right.
this is how I've been this whole car ride. I don't know why you thought your father was stupid. I don't know. Parents aren't
he
stupid.
figured it out immediately because he was like, "Why didn't you turn on the lights?" We're driving down halfway down the road, and the lights didn't get turned on, so that was your red flag. He said, "What's wrong with you? You're driving with no lights on." God,
I won't ever. I can't.
Good old
I will
days.
never get in the car with your father. I will never get in the.
Him and my mom. I drive so good because they scared literally the living shit out of me growing up. So I have PTSD from both their driving.
You get in the car and he's like, all right, ready?
He did that. Look, when you had that little fucking death trap, Christine.
Oh, the little white.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
Christine. That was our death trap. That thing almost killed us way too many times. Me and your ex, we were sitting out front of your house, and you ran in to get something, and he comes darting out the door. He jumps in that fucking car, and he whoosh down the road. And I'm like, we're going down this side street at 90, and then he just hits the brakes real hard, and I'm in the back seat like, I'm gonna die.
Dude, he floored it at like cars parked on the side of the road. He floored it at those one time because he was mad at mom, and he's going. I'm like, I think we're gonna hit that. And at the last minute, he just swerved, and I was like, yo,
I will never
got a problem.
never again.
My life just flashed before my eyes.
He is a terrible driver, but if you ever want to get anywhere safely, get in the car with him.
Yeah. See, that's exactly when that happened with me. It was someone was coming at me. They were saying stuff, and then we met up, and it happened. And then as it was happening, and after, I was like, why did I just do this?
What made me do that?
Yeah, it's like you black out, and it sucks. It's not worth it at all.
It's not because we were always told too, if they want to fight you like a man, they're gonna get beat like a man. So that was our other big thing.
Mm-hmm.
If a man was hitting you, you're gonna hit him back, and you're gonna hit him just like he hit you. And so that's just. I think that's when I finally blacked out and took it out on Ryan. I picked that man up by his
And that was
throat.
the thing. I whooped some guy's ass, and then the guy actually was like, she didn't do it. It was her friend. He didn't even want to admit that I did it.
He didn't want to be like,
I was
damn. I'm not a girl, dude. I'm a man. Let me look at you. I am a man.
Exactly.
I am small. I am a man.
I will still beat your ass. And I did. And I regret it. I'm sorry. Because the shit that came along with that, I'm cool.
If you're watching or you ever see this, she is sorry. She is sorry she hurt you.
The sad thing is, I don't even know the dude. It was someone that randomly just came at me crazy, and it was just, that wasn't the time, it wasn't the place, and like I said, a lot of stuff built up and it snapped, and I was like, dude, I don't even know you from Tom, Dick, Harry, or whatever the fuck.
You're just getting it all, motherfucker.
And the crazy thing is, when it happened, the cop let me leave that night, because he was like, I know this dude, he's always in trouble, you don't even have a record, blah, blah, blah. But then, like I said, the state of Ohio picked it up and was like, hello, you're going to jail now. And I was like, for what? This happened 3 months ago.
I don't
we don't care.
I don't.
Yeah.
What are you talking
And
about?
I was just like, damn, this sucks.
Damn, I forgot all
And
about
now
that.
I'm living with it for the rest of my life. But I've made the best of it. It's pushed me to be a hard worker no matter what I'm doing. And I've had to work some shitty jobs in the process because, being a felon, sometimes it's hard to find a job. But luckily I found a place, that kind of
a felon
gave me that opportunity and was like, we know you, we know the type of person you are, we know you wouldn't kill everyone at the job, so.
They see your record and they see you and they're like,
But then it's funny because then everyone at my job's like, she's a badass, don't mess with her. So I'm like, cool, glad you guys know.
I'm getting through this scot free,
know.
don't you? I can just sit back and one day I don't want to work. Guess what? You're doing my job for me today. Don't make me get mad.
It's like Tupac said, I'm not a killer, but don't test me.
Thank you for coming and showing up for Cuzo today.
Highly exclusive.
Highly
Thank you guys.
Check them out at SoundCloud.
You can find me on SoundCloud under Highly Exclusive, YouTube, Highly Exclusive, Little P, Cuzo. Our channel is Brook City UPT 513. We are on Spotify, iTunes. You can buy our stuff on Amazon, Google us. We're pretty much on everything. Any major platform that music can be on. I know Super Duper Altitude and Spotify, or Super Duper Altitude and Smoking Buddy are on those platforms. Anything else, a lot of new stuff that I've been doing lately is on SoundCloud. Trying to get more stuff on the other major platforms. It's coming soon.
Yeah, you'll start working on your music, coming out with new stuff.
I actually have a lot of stuff I haven't released and have been working on new stuff. So hopefully more.
So
videos
you might
are
want
coming.
to stay subscribed to everything.
Definitely add my SoundCloud because it has a lot of newer stuff on it right now. But if you're on Spotify or on iTunes or anything like that, you can find me. I'm gonna add more stuff here soon, and
I think we could definitely bring her back once she decides she wants to release, and then she can do like a special podcast with release.
yeah, let me know. I'm always down for sure.
This is really fun. You can always check us out on Buzzsprout. This will be uploaded there. I'll have highlights if you missed us tonight on YouTube. Check out our merch on Rage On. We'll drop a link after we end this live.
Any other questions anybody has, you can add me on Facebook, Cuzo Heather Gresham, or you can add my artist page on Facebook, Cuzo Highly Exclusive. Collaborations, anything, shows, whatever anybody wants to work on, hit me up.
We definitely could talk about social distancing concert. Maybe we can film it.
Yeah.
Show up for her.
We're also on Instagram, Nightly, and wait, what is it? Nightly underscore?
You said
Nightly.
that. You said that up, girl, not me.
I had one too many now. Nightly underscore brew. We have behind the scene pictures, videos, everything goes up on there.
We
first.
definitely need some more behind the scenes of like us getting prepped and
For
started.
sure. Because behind the scenes before this,
you
you
guys
guys missed a good one.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
See ya, bye.
Bye.